There's a moment that a man hits when he begins to look at the woman that he loves, but something inside of him shuts off and shuts down. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, but it's a decision that the man makes that says, you know what, I'm done trying. I don't want to do this anymore. Why does that happen? And this is the painful part. The woman doesn't even notice it, doesn't even see it happening, and the man doesn't communicate, doesn't explain it. And this is where a lot of relationships get stuck and they don't recover from it. So today I'm going to expose the exact moments where a man begins to decide that he is done. And when he does that, what does that mean for both of you? So stay with me, and I'm going to explain to you years of confusion. I'm going to bring clarity into something that's been bothering you for years. Now here's the truth, okay? Men, they leave, but they don't stop loving. So when they leave, it's not because they don't love you anymore. It's just because they stop believing that they can win. They stop believing that something is going to change, that they can do something about it. That's where they begin to disconnect. A woman, they don't break or leave because they're needy. They start to break and give up because they feel alone in their own home. And most relationships, they're not dying or separating because of cheating or some crazy thing. I know those things happen, but most of the time it's not because of that or yelling or some big blow up. Most relationships are dying because of something much quieter. It's called hopelessness. See, when a man feels hopeless, he starts to disconnect and avoid and start to look for other things. When a woman feels hopeless, she begins to panic and, start to do whatever she can, control drama, right? To bring stability into her life. It's coming from that despair. And both of them are pointing at each other. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. Well, it's because of you do this. They're both blaming each other, saying the other person is the problem. And this is the silent breakup that I'm talking about. So I want you to picture this, okay? Because this is how it happens. This is normal every day, and I want you to identify this if you're here so we can begin to interrupt it. Because look, let's say you're at dinner. And you're not fighting, it's not like no drama, but it's heavy, right? And she's on the phone scrolling, and you are just pushing the food around on the freaking plate, just kind of wasting time, looking around, nobody's talking, and then finally she says, "Are you okay? You okay?" But the tone isn't gentle. It's not like she really cares or is really curious. It's more coming from frustration. It more sounds like you're disappointing me again. Are you okay? Like, here we go again. And then he wants to open up. He does. I know we suck at communicating some of these emotional things, but he wants to open up. He really does. He wants to say, it's just because I'm really tired, I'm burned out. He wants to say, it feels like nothing I do is enough. He wants to say, I just don't feel safe telling you what's really going on with me because I don't want it to start into a big fight. He wants to say it, he wants to share it, but he already knows where the conversation is going to go. He already knows he's going to get misunderstood. Or you're going to correct him, or you're going to dismiss him, right? So what does he do? That's all in his head. So he just begins to think about that and be like, why even try? And shuts down. Because goes back looking at his plate. And then he begins to say probably some of the most dangerous words that a man can say in a relationship. I'm fine. That means he gave up. I'm fine is I'm not fine. That I'm fine is I'm beginning to exit. I don't want to try here anymore. And he didn't decide to leave her. He's not leaving her. He loves her. But he decided to leave the freaking pressure. He's tired of the pressure. He's tired of never, amounting enough, always doing things wrong. So then what happens? That gets held. It's not communicated. Now you go home. You're laying in bed. Both of you turn your backs towards each other. Right? Again, the silence. But the silence is freaking loud. She feels unloved. He feels unseen and unappreciated. Now she's thinking, why won't he talk to me? And he's thinking, what's the point? It doesn't change when I talk anyways. You see, this is the exact moment where men begin to check out emotionally. When he begins to feel like his presence, just him being there, is creating problems, he doesn't want to be there anymore. A man can take stress, pressure, he can take pain, but he cannot take feeling useless. He cannot take feeling like he has no worth or value, or now he's a freaking problem just because his presence in there. This is he when he's doing things, he's trying with his whole heart. But if it's not recognized and just put down, man, his spirit begins to shut down, go quiet, and this is the moment where he's done. He's not done loving. He's just done fighting for it. He loves you, but he just doesn't see anything doing. He's done fighting alone. And this is the truth right here, okay? In the scripture, it says, hope deferred makes the heart sick. Think about that. Hope deferred. Hope is a confident expectation of coming good. So when you're in a relationship and you have a confident expectation of coming good on a daily basis, weekly, where you just know, like, we're growing together, we're going somewhere, like, this is good. But if you don't have it, and hope is deferred, hope is not there, it says it makes the heart sick. See, a man hopes things will get better. But then when they don't, he gets discouraged, frustrated, starts to disconnect. His heart gets sick, and a sick heart cannot connect. A sick heart cannot lead with passion. A sick heart cannot go and love with all he's doing. Like, his heart starts to go numb. And then that numb, what does it look like? I'm done. Because I'm disconnected. It's like he's not even trying anymore. He doesn't care. And then it starts to build on both sides now. But here's the part that, most people don't read in the scripture. It says, hope deferred makes the heart sick. Okay, but there's a second part to it. It says, a desired fulfilled is a tree of life. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. So in your relationship, if you're losing hope, it's going to make both of your hearts sick. And this is where the enemy can come in and bring division. But I want you to remember that, hey, a desired fulfilled is the tree of life. So what does that mean? In your marriage, in your relationship, look, he's not gone. If he starts to shut down, I want to speak to you, men, women, he's not gone. He's just discouraged. And a discouraged man can be rebuilt. A discouraged, frustrated man can be encouraged and supported again. And he doesn't need perfection. He just needs some hope. He needs some clarity, some connection again, and just enough to freaking breathe, to be like, all right, maybe we can, right? Maybe we can. So this is what I want to break down for you both, because I know relationships are hard. I forgot to put this on. I've been dealing with relationships for over 25 years in over 20 nations. I'm like the relationship doctor, right? And I'm married, and I've been married before, so I have mistakes. Right? And I'm not perfect, but I've been doing this for a long time with a lot of people, and I've been seeing like why people shut down, why they close, why this silent breakup happens, and I want to stop it. So men, you didn't shut down because you're heartless, because you have a lot of love in you. But you shut down because you're hopeless, not heartless, right? So you begin to check out and disconnect and shut down when you feel disrespected, when you don't feel heard, when you feel judged, when you feel like it's never enough, when you feel like no matter what you do, that you're the freaking problem no matter what. This is where you start to give up and get discouraged. And a man, like, we will fight thousands of battles if it's outside the home. If it's outside the home anywhere else, we're like, bring it. But when the home becomes the battlefield, that's really hard for us men. Like, I know it's not right, but we start to retreat. What do women do? Women, they start to look like, let me just tell you, look, if he's disconnected right now, if there's some trouble in your relationship, just understand that he's not distant because he stopped loving you. He loves you. But he's distant because he doesn't feel safe being himself around you. And please don't react and don't blame and say, oh yeah, because he's weak, or he's this, or he's too sensitive. Just let that settle. He's distant because he doesn't feel safe being himself around you. See, when a man feels constantly criticized or compared or corrected, like, he's not going to argue. Like, at first he will, but then it's like, why? And he begins to shut down. Not to punish you, but to protect you. But the pain is the same. You understand? He's not trying to punish you. He's trying to protect himself. He's trying to protect you, but it's two different worlds. So now all of a sudden we're still hurting. So what do we do? What do you do? So here's the path. Here's the steps of how you can start to bring restoration in your relationship. How to bring it back. Step one, bring the truth back onto the table. Don't blame. Don't all these stories, emotional things. Don't do that. Just facts and truth. Not easy, but this is how you're going to repair. I mean, even if you just go to the table and sit there and be like, you know what? I don't want to lose us. I don't want to lose us. I want to understand us. If you say this to a man, hey, I don't want to lose us, I want to understand this, that one line will open up your man. If a man says this, hey, I don't want to lose us, I want to understand this, that's going to soften the woman. One of you needs to freaking say it. Step 2, now hey, I don't want to lose us, I want to understand this. Now that lets us right into the second part where we can say, if you're the man that's doing this, hey, I'm tired of feeling like I can't win with you. If you're the woman that's doing it, hey, I'm tired of feeling disconnected from you. And don't say it with a tone or a face or body language where like, I'm tired of feeling like I can't win with you. No. I'm tired of feeling like I'm disconnected from you. No. No attacks. No weird emotion. Just honesty. With the intention of you really wanting to restore the relationship. Because your tone, your body language, your facial expressions is going to matter a lot right now when you start to get vulnerable and say like, hey, I don't want to lose us right now. I want to understand us. Yes? Then you can go into, all right, this is how I'm feeling right now. No attacking, no sarcasm, because once you get that onto the table, now you can go to step 3, where you build one simple habit in your home. This is where you start to get some hope in your life again, some hope in your home, some hope in your relationship. Some momentum, something like, hey, we're going somewhere, we're progressing, this is going to be okay, right? But you have to communicate first. So build one, not 5, not 10, we're going to do more later, but one simple habit in your home. Like simple. Something you can just, it shows that, hey, we're both in it, hey, we did it. Whew! Like even if it's something like, hey, a 5-minute check-in. Every day, just a 5-minute check-in. No phones, no fixing each other, no connection or correction. No, just connection, not correction. And you're going to be shocked on how much that 5 minutes every day starts to rewire your relationship, starts to bring new hope into your relationship without this pressure, like this like just one simple habit in your home. One simple thing. What's going to create some kind of this 5-minute check-in? Can you do this with your spouse, with your kids? A 5-minute check-in. And then step 4. You're not guessing anymore. See, most couples, they don't fix their relationship because they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's broken. They don't know what's happening. So if you start going through these steps, guess what? Now you're starting to have communication. Now you're starting to see what's real, what's there. No more guessing. So look, you're not toxic. You're not untrained. It's just couples who come together and learn together and train together, you're going to win. Trained couples win. Right? So this is you guys coming together and like, okay, let's make a step. Let's go forward. This is you doing it on purpose with a purpose. And so look, if I'm sharing this with you and it hits home for you, don't ignore this, please. Don't ignore it. Your relationship doesn't need a miracle. It needs a freaking plan. So I actually created a 30-day relationship reset. It's a whole 30-day reset where it's simple, it's practical. Every day I have a short video for the man, for the woman to start to recorrect things. It's like a daily hard devotional where you get a video of me just saying, boom, just do this. One focused thing, do this, no excuses, so we can reset the relationship. 30 of those. So if you want more, if you want this 30-day relationship reset, there's going to be something down here. There's a cost to that one. If you're just looking for some value, then there's going to be some other things down there. I have a book on the art of relationships. I have a devotional. I have the audio book. I have courses on it. But the whole point is just, man, you need to get the help. Don't let your relationship die. Right? We can rebuild the connection, and it's just, don't wait for the next fight. And if you want to go deeper, like we have the business circle, we have other things. Look down here. You're going to see all the systems that we have to create stronger homes, stronger habits, stronger leaders. So after this video, I want you to go watch another one. I have another one called What Do All Men Need to Know About Women? And I have another one called What Do All Women Need to Know About Men? I have another one that's like, hey, why do couples fight in the car? Why is that always happening? All right, so go watch those, get some value there, because look, you're not done. You're just getting honest here. You're getting open. You're just getting started. So let's rebuild your relationship in the right way. Bless you. Remember, God is with you and for you, so you can restore your relationship. All right? So God bless you. See you in the next one.